evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm trying to use this mic the right way. So, glad that you are all here. I got to yell at this mic, so if you don't hear me in the back, please raise your hand. My name is Clarence Holst. I'm the director of the EDC, the Economic Development Corporation in Michigan City. And we are so happy that you are taking time out of your busy and cold schedule to be here. This is a significant moment in Michigan City's history. Tonight we're here to talk about the reimagination of a institution that's been around for 150 years. And so we have a lot of questions. I do, so do you. I don't want to disappoint you, but we're not going to answer all those questions tonight. Tonight is about exploring the possibilities of what can happen in that site in the future. And if you look on the wall, it talks about the process that has to happen, public meetings, eventually, talking to the state, and then some kind of plan to put together. But we want to hear from the community of what you guys want to reimagine what can happen to that site. It's over 100 acres. There's buildings, grave sites. There's a whole lot of stuff on that site. And so tonight is about asking the questions that can be documented, and then we can go forward and ask those questions. So as part of the process, we've hired a consulting team to be here, and they're going to lead us through that process. And the whole idea is to have a third party, third set of eyes to actually walk us through the process. And so we want to be creative, be open, and just ask all the right questions, because at some point, we'd like to see this become part of the city's future, and have the citizen be a part of whatever happens to it. So glad you can be here tonight. Again, this is the first step of a long journey, and so don't feel frustrated if you don't hear all the answers tonight, because we are in that exploration process, and this is the first step. Before I go on, I'd like to introduce our mayor, Mayor Angela Nelson Deitch. She will say a few words about what she has in mind for this site and what she thinks it means for the community. So without further ado, Madam Mayor.
Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you all for coming out. It is wonderful to see so many people here this evening. This has been a labor of love for a couple of years now. So a few years ago, just to give you a little background about this process and how we got started. It started with just an idea. And Ready 1.0, I don't know if everybody knows what that is, but that was funding through the state. It was ARPA dollars, American Rescue Plan dollars. And a group of us, I led an effort with many community members to identify projects that we thought would be beneficial for the community. The one that made the cut was this prison relocation study. And when we talked about it, a lot of people said, okay, that will never happen. They'll never close the prison. It will never happen. And then lo and behold, we get that call saying that, Michigan City, ISP, they're going to be relocated to Westville. And now there's an opportunity. We received $329,000 approximately for the study. At first it was a relocation study. Now it's in a reimagination study for this place. And this is how we've got to this space. And one thing I would like to thank Clarence Holst and his team, because our Vibrant Michigan City playbook is an integral part of that. That was, we have many, if you were a part of the Vibrant Michigan City process, please stand up. I see people here who are part of that process. I see some folks here. And a lot of people from, this community on the west side. And the importance of that is that community members who live on the west side, born and raised, and people in the community who have a vested interest on the west side participated. Not a lot of outsiders. And when I say that, a lot of times we get studied to death. And I say that lovingly, but not really. And I say that because we have a lot of studies that were done about the North End, downtown, and it weren't people that lived in Michigan City. There were business people who come in here and do business and go home, not our community members. So it's important through this process, and it was important to me that we have a public process for this site. We did a letter of intent with former Governor Holcomb about the site, and you hear all this rhetoric about, oh, they're incurring all this debt. That's not the intent. The intent is for Michigan City to control the destiny of that site. We're going to look for all the money and have the state. We don't own it yet. That's the misnomer. We don't even own the site. The letter of intent is really to give us some flexibility to figure out what we're going to do next with that site. So we're going to be looking for funding opportunities, work with the state, partner with the state to figure out what that looks like. So this is just one of several meetings. Our steering committee, did you have them stand up?
Yeah.
I may be going out of order, but again, I would like to thank everybody who's participating. I see city council members here. I see residents here. I see people on our boards and commissions that are here. And I thank all of you for being present. This is better than I could have ever expected. So again, this is the first of many. But again, thank you. We are looking forward to this process and figuring out how we're going to reimagine that site and how it's going to benefit not just a few people, but all people. And when I say that, we're talking mixed use, affordable, you name it. This is not about creating high rises for the rich and famous, right? We are really looking to build brand new neighborhoods that are going to be beneficial to all residents of Michigan City. So thank you all for coming, and I think we need to get on with the show.
Thank you, Mayor.
Hi, everyone. I have to say thank you so much for being here. I am the Community Development Manager at the Economic Development Corporation here in Michigan City. Thank you. Sorry. I haven't had to talk in front of a crowd in a long time. I just wanted to give you a little bit of background, like why we are here, and I know you've gotten background from both the mayor and Clarence, but in terms of Vibrant Michigan City, which so many of you have heard of and have been involved in, not only in the planning, but the implementation that we started in 2024. There was a playbook created with specific action agenda items based on priority areas here in Michigan City and the idea of transformative placemaking, focusing on built environment, social environment, civic structures, and economic ecosystem. So it's a bigger focus than just this ISP meeting or the couple of great programs that we've had. One of them, the Michigan City Neighborhood Leadership Academy, of which I know we have at least one graduate. Kamisha, if you want to stand up. I know Tone is here. He's involved in plenty of things, but where is he? Tone. Oh, Pat Matsey, Tone in the back. Anybody else that I don't see? Oh my gosh, Shauna Hill is here, so many. They are the types of individuals that are, yes, Miss Aprilla, Miss Tina, thank you. We are just really grateful. This is an extension of the Vibrant Michigan City program, an intentional opportunity for our individual residents to become leaders in their own neighborhoods by just providing them with support, resources, and capacity. So moving forward to kind of what we are working on now, and the format of this meeting. I know it's probably a little bit different than some of us expected, but that is for a really good reason. Today is going to be really, really interactive. As you can see, we have different stations. We are focused on reimagination, not redevelopment. So a lot of people have sent in questions or thoughts or ideas. This is your opportunity to, if I had a magic wand, what would I want to do? What's the most important thing to me? We're going to have individuals at each station that will let you know, kind of what you are going to do there. And then at our community table, we have some more information about the different programs like the Neighborhood Leadership Academy, and we could talk you through the Vibrant Michigan City Initiative a little bit more. But I think that's all I was supposed to talk about. And we have one final speaker, really fantastic, Doug Farr. He is going. He seems more shy than I think he really is, but he's got a really important message to share, and that really is the purpose of this type of community engagement and these types of efforts. So,
thank you. Good evening. How we doing? Thank you to Clarence. Thank you to the mayor. Thank you. Can I have the steering committee stand up? The folks that are helping us with this project. We met with you today. You know who you are. You're here and you're shy. Thank you for not standing up. Whatever. My message is really brief. We are designers and we are going to design the heck out of this. But we have no idea what to draw. We were coached by our friend Clarence to just listen. So we have nothing, we don't have a plan in our back pocket. We've got nothing. And so really we are eager to hear whatever you have to say. And I can tell you after having done this a few years, the best plans, the best parts of the best plans come from meetings like this. So we are eager to hear what you have to say, and that's all I got.
Before we move forward, I'd like to recognize the steering committee in the house. Anybody else that came tonight from the steering committee? There was a few. Antonio.
Oh, yeah, there are quite a few.
Daisy Lee. Skylar. So I also want to make sure you guys are recognized. They've been doing the work behind the scenes, meeting with the consultant and getting a lot of data being shared with them. And so we're trying to make sure that there's a group working every month with the consulting team to make sure we're on the right track. So thank you.
Okay, now for the fun part. We are going to take the next hour, and you all have the opportunity to circulate the room and go to these different stations and chat with us about the theme that you see at that table. So come around, chat with us. We're going to have members from the EDC, members from FAR Associates, and their development team, just kind of the city as well. Just chat with you all about your ideas and what you would like to see, again, related to each theme at the table.
Just to give you all an idea of what those themes are, specifically land use, connectivity, economic development, and design, which is our interactive activity over here. So you'll get more information on there, but we are focusing on some specific topics that'll help you get an idea. All right?
That further.
I'm sorry?
All right.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
It's going to be next, no order.
Yeah. Okay, so feel free to mill around, find a table that interests you, one that you want to stop by first. We would love for you to stop by all the tables if you can. Some of them are as simple as surveys or voting dots, things like that. Come in, start your process, finish your process, and then you're welcome to hang out or leave. The most important part is that you give us your true, honest feedback, and just thank you so much for being here.
One type says infrastructure. And then I also had just have other comments or ideas. Yes. So what's last? Where's my? Where are we good? Oh, right. We'll work on that. Okay, I'm gonna leave those for some locals.
Basic stickers, I would assume.
Yeah, so basically you've got 9 different connectivity.
What's point-to-point transit mean?
On the Lake Shore National Park and out in Lake Michigan, you're gonna need a research vessel. You got the DNR down here. Can you put that together?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a huge, it's a huge lift and a lot of,
But if you get this right, remember, this lasted for us for about 150 years.
time of life.
Let me finish. We had the choice between Indiana State and University. They took the call, Indiana State University, a very thriving university. It didn't start out like the first
fastest they
but you got
pull out of there in
next 15 generations.
it's still like
Not the next
3 years away.
Now, can you put it together?
Yeah, I'm doing.
Well, I know it's the question. Now, what's your answer? Green dot, Paul. Now, what's your answer?
That idea for things to help create some sort of a history where walking. Okay, so I see that's what it's for seeing this one.
So you get one vote? Three. Some stations you only get one. Very curious.
Does this just mean sidewalks, or does this actually mean like location pedestrian?
Just sidewalks.
Oh, yeah.
And why did we lose this to begin with?
Later night.
Our dialogue. I was here because we attracting people.
Are you trying to utilize this building, or are we demolishing it and starting the whole?
The outside looks nice. You don't even see the nice window.
Gentlemen asked a good question. Are we keeping all the buildings? What are we doing?
Oh, no.
You are telling us.
So they're somewhat irrelevant.
Well, so on the front table is a set of case studies from around the country. There are examples of prisons, bigger, smaller, tougher, newer, where you can't believe it. Every building gets renewed for something. Not every building here should.
So that's been done.
Oh, all over the place. You say no one would ever live in the subwalk. Not true. Not true.
No, the songs that one have outside
The old buildings can be repurposed, but the new ones are so big, like this one here.
So keep the old, get rid of the, keep the old and get rid of the new. That's what I just heard.
Something that's a solid building would be considered.
Right, but I mean, there's no stigma. I mean, there's some people that say, tear the whole thing down. I never want. I want to pretend this was never here. Anybody feel that?
I would move toward that, but say something that's a historical significance. Some benefits that only what's been there.
You know, the old postcards have this luxury. They had a nice arch with it. The historic people.
Do you have one of these postcards?
No, I don't have one. I have one at home.
You always see them around.
But in this building, they had the rooms for the
The offices, yeah, but the old ones, they have the art.
Is there arts that's missing? Or?
Yeah,
That's how the art, this building was not here.
yeah.
Like Carol said. But this building now, when they have repurposed it with, instead of housing, they have offices.
And this is the chapel. The chapel on the outside looks nice, but it's empty on the inside.
Would you say the chapel?
I would consider it, I mean, the inside had to be done. But the outside is nice.
Alright. What uses are, it's 100 acres, this is the whole neighborhood.
He had some ideas.
That's what I'm curious.
You don't forget to tell me trouble.
Good to see you, good to see you. Sports complex, excellent idea. What was that? Restaurant, what was the last one? Art, you like art? If you don't want yourself to stay there being art, this could be tough, just saying.
You know, the towers are nice looking if you drive by, and I'm not sure what the towers are. These are supposed to represent towers.
Yeah, right. Would you keep the towers or some of the
I
towers?
think the towers would be nice decorative.
So we got
things out, but this is for anybody interested in getting involved in any of the community development work. We're gonna follow up with everybody about this meeting,
Oh, okay.
but I mean, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, but that's for the whole city.
What's that?
This is for the whole city and other places.
No, this is for
this for
the
the city?
Vibrant Michigan City initiatives, programs like the Neighborhood Leadership Academy. We're bringing an entrepreneurship program. Just stuff like that for general.
So how do we connect this whole area to downtown? You can't get here from there.
I did not like the fact that we closed the road through the Lighthouse Place when that happened decades ago. I think that should have been open. I think the south, at least in Oakland, they open. There was an issue with traffic. People want stuff to we're getting out of the neighborhood. Well, too bad. That's what people were. Make it for the community, not because we're trying to keep one thing.
It's like landlocked.
So it'll be difficult, but Amtrak on one side,
Right.
CSX on the
Yeah, you
other.
can't really move those.
Yeah, so those crossings would be the best probably that we have as far as that, but there will be options like this will help.
And then they probably haven't even sorted out what they're doing as well. Straightening it out, or how that's gonna.
Well, DDOT's working on designing of just 12 resources right now. I had meetings with.
Is this referring to this site here?
I wanted that right size that section as well, get rid of the four lane, make it like bring it all. Not like.
Katie or something isn't staying.
I was just one voice of it.
I really think Amtrak.
One voice of it. So, yeah.
Amtrak stopped it 5 times a day until I wanted.
Ryan, you want to fill any place?
I just, I live in 57th Street of a car. 2 miles. It's up north. Does this restrict exit can't make it
Anything to drive the option right?
once? For so many restrictions that the engineers now.
Dirt seed,